Hello, Modern World Literature class. My name is Ruth Slagle. I'm the instructional librarian at Jackson State, and I am actually in your class. So today I just want to show you a few different types of resources that you have available to you as you start on your creative project, specifically on the Age of Reason, the Age of Revolution, whatever you want to call it. You basically are spanning from about 1800, late 18, 1700s to as early as 1900 or as late as 1900. I wanted to show y'all first. The British Library has put together this amazing website that they focus specifically on literature. And I found in the Romantics and Victorian page, they have all of these different articles that are written from different perspectives on what was going on in the time period. So the Romantic period is, as you guys are finding out, is essentially the 18th and 19th century. So that would be the 17 and 1800s. So Victorians are, let's just kind of, it's like Victorian is during the time of Victoria's reign. So she got to the throne. I know she died in 1901. And I'm pretty sure she became queen in 1830s. I should know that. Anyways, so that's like Victorian is referring to her reign, and then the Romantic period overlaps with the Victorian, but it also is the early 1800s and late 1900s, 1700s. And then this is different if any of you are musical minded. This is going to be different than the Romantic period for music. They overlap a little bit, but they are a little slightly different. Anyways, so I wanted to just show you, so like this, some of these will not necessarily affect what you're researching, but some of them will. Specifically, one of the biggest revolutions that really affected England and America especially was France, which started very shortly after the American Revolution. So these two articles, the one on the Napoleonic Wars and then again on the French Revolution, look pretty interesting to me. I just kind of glanced at them. But you can click on it and it will bring you to the article. What I think is really cool is it will pull artifacts from the British Library or other places, and you can see what is relating to the article itself. And then the article, so like this one's really cool. It's got radicalism, really cool stuff. At the very end, it will tell you about the author and what their primary research is. Some of them will be professors at different universities within the United Kingdom, and this one looks like she's actually a PhD student, but she's focusing on the 18th and 19th century and the political identities. And then everything is in Creative Commons, but this is definitely a really cool article. And then on this side, it will also give you similar articles that are going alongside. Let's see, there's the articles going alongside, and then these are related items in the collection, the different collections they have. So it's really cool. It's definitely something to look at. Now, of course, it's only coming from the British perspective, but it is, Britain did interact a lot with other people groups. I'm going to pause real quick. Okay. So I just wanted to find your complete list that you can go off of. That's why it took me a little bit longer. Anyways, so there's lots. You are still in the colonial period too. So think about that, like what colonies the Britain has and other countries as well. You have France has colonized, Germany has colonized, Belgium has colonized, a lot of European countries have colonized, Italy, Spain, everybody has pretty much colonized in different parts of the world, whether it's the New World, Africa, or the Old World, South America, the Middle East, the far Middle East. All of these places have colonies, so that's something to think about too. And then as you dive into more of and then a lot of countries as well still have monarchies, or they have shifted between a monarchy and now they have a form of a republic or a democracy. So that's something to keep in mind as well. or they have an oligarchy, or they're still, even if they don't have a monarchy anymore, they have this aristocracy that's kind of caught in the middle and caught in between. Like we see that play out really horribly during the French Revolution, where the aristocracy is caught in this middle in between, and a lot of them are executed. So that's also like something like to think about what happens to certain people groups and certain classes in society when a country just explodes and goes into full-blown revolution, or even has like different parts of revolution. Actually, thinking about the classes, there is another one that I saw. I believe it's in an earlier period, during the Restoration in the 18th century. I think that's that. This is another one you can look at too. You see like a lot of themes being risen up, and oh no, it was during the other section. But anyways, but you get to see like there's all these different themes that are talking about within. So like when I was talking about colonization, you can look at the colonization section, like see colonization and slavery, how that's affecting Great Britain, how the slave trade is affecting the rest of the Western world too, because keep in mind, it's not just to Great Britain that have slaves, or America. France is definitely profiting from Holland, Spain, all these other countries are also profiting from slavery, and they also have the slave trade. But then again, you have the slave trade is abolished. Well, the trading of slaves and the taking slaves from Africa is abolished in by William Wilberforce in 1809, but then it still does take some legislation to get it completely abolished in all of the Great Britain Isles and colonies and such. So that's something to think in mind. I think you guys are reading this story. Yeah, you read After Ben. So this is a book, an article you can take a look at. I know you guys read this story. I'm Nuko, so I don't know if this plays in. I think it can play in with your topic. Okay, and then I want to show you too. If you go back to, and I'm gonna include this link when I post your video, so you will have it. It will be the video. The link for this website will be below this video. So if we go back to the Romantics and Victorians, you're able to see the different themes. So you can come and view all the themes. And there was a theme I know I wanted to look at and show you all. Oh yeah, like poverty in the working classes. So like how was poverty being affected, and how was the working classes being developed, and what was going on with the working class in Great Britain, the slums, the high levels of cholera epidemic, all of that. And it's all during the time that Charles Dickens is pulling from, and William Blake is pulling from too. Anyways, all that to think about. Okay, and then we can flip, and you also have the economic standpoint. So I want to show y'all too, when you're on the library page, actually there's two things I want to show you. First, we'll go with the economics, and then I want to show you like the world culture part too. Okay, so if you go to find resources and go to A to Z databases, you'll see all the databases we have available, and you can read under each to see what they're described. So like what disciplines are being included. We don't have one that's specifically economics, but you could use the social sciences or history. Another thing is you can go into these databases that are cover multiple disciplines and look up the economics side. So look at, you can compare the traditional, the market economy, mixed economy, like what does all that mean? And so forth. So I don't know if y'all have dived in this at all, but I can come up here and look at, I'm just going to search, I'm going to do a quick one real quick. I haven't done this experimented at all, but I'm going to do economics. or economy. Maybe you want to do or economics. You could do, okay, so we'll do France. Well, we'll do Italy. Italy, and then let's do 19th century. So we're going to spell out 19th. Okay, hopefully we'll get some results. Okay, and then we're going to switch this to date newest. Okay, so we're able to see a little bit of what's going on in Italy during the 19th century. Okay, this one looks more. So the city ports in the eastern and central Mediterranean from the mid-16th to the 19th century. This is showing you urban and social aspects. So what is going on economically and culturally and socially in the Mediterranean. Now, this brings up, you can look within the Mediterranean Historic Review. So I'm going to click on that article, and then you can come and click on the source, and then you're able to search within this publication. So right now we're going to search within the Mediterranean Historical Review. And so you can search Italy. You could just search Italy economy, or you could just search, you should probably just search Italy. Several things that are coming up. Some of these are book reviews, but then some of them are just also looking at social histories and stuff. Okay, so that's just similar. And you can go more specific, and feel free to make an appointment with me if you want help on this topic, because it can be broad and narrow it very much. Oh yeah, let me show you the other thing. Oh, and I wanted, sorry, before we go there, I know I'm kind of jumping around. You can come over to email yourself and email yourself and do an MLA and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to come back to the library, and we're going to jump into the A to Z world culture. So with the A to Z world culture, you're able to look up any country in the world. So I'm going to look up, we're kind of still in the Italy thing. I'm not sure if y'all read anything that's Italian, but I do know there was a lot of unrest in Italy in the late 1800s that led to lots of different things. And the country of Italy, as we kind of know it today, was kind of fragmented back then. But anyways, you're able to see like where it is today, but then you're able to come to the history and you can pop in to the historic timeline, and then you're able to see different parts. So we have Rome. Okay, so then this is like where, and what I'm talking about is like Italy was not unified. It was not a united country as we think of it today. It really didn't happen until this Kingdom of Italy was created in 1861. So this really helps. These will all really help no matter which country you're choosing. This will help like lay out what's going on in the country, who are key players in the country, all that stuff. And then like today, it's the Republic of Italy, and that formed after World War II. Brings it up to time. That's pretty cool. And you can do that with any country. Germany is another country that was not unified. It didn't become unified until 1871 again. So you can search Germany. Serbia is another one. Like Serbia was really, and you're able to, draw through. Okay, and then you're able to see the Confederation when it became an empire. And then like leading into the Third Reich, that kind of thing. Another country, probably one country kind of, so Karl Marx was from Germany, I believe. But like Serbia was another one that had a lot of political unrest. And Russia too, like Russia has a ton of stuff. So you can do this history thing. Whoops. And you're able to see like, oh yeah, the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire like expanded, was huge. The Ottoman Empire was huge. So you could talk even about like how the Ottoman Empire like was influencing and whatever. Anyways, you can go a lot of places with this. I think that's it. Finally, I just want to put a drop in that if you have any questions, you need any individual help, just come and shoot me an email here. Come send email. That would probably be the easiest, best way to get a hold of me. All right. Well, remember, I'm going to set the link for the British Library down below. And then also there's a welcome video so you can see my face because this video didn't show that. And I look forward to hearing from you and working with you in the future. Yeah. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye.